Let us get to politics. You're looking at a live picture of Lincoln Park, Los Angeles, where Bernie Sanders is holding a rally ahead of California's June 7th primary. Bernie is not backing down. Each weekend that passes, he promises, as he has again, to stay in this race until the very last votes are counted. Experts are saying the sooner the Democrats can pick a nominee, though, the better, because the polls are starting to show a very murky picture for Hillary Clinton. Her once double-digit lead over Donald Trump has all but evaporated, folks. This is an NBC News poll, and it shows her now with just a 3-point lead over the billionaire businessman, but within the margin of error. And an ABC poll shows Trump with a 2-point lead on the former Secretary of State, again, within the margin of error. Let's bring in Tisch Sussman, a Democratic strategist, and Angela McGlowan, a Republican strategist and Fox News contributor. Welcome, everybody. Emily, whereas just a couple of weeks ago, Hillary had a wide margin ahead of Donald Trump, this looks a little disconcerting for her followers, does it not?
Look, I think that what we're seeing is people are starting to fall into place. It is true that Clinton is still fighting two battles. She's still battling it out for the Democratic primary against Sanders, although that is all but basically mathematically wrapped up. And actually what I'm hearing from people that advise the Sanders campaign is that he actually knows that it's over, but is staying in to try to influence the platform a little bit, or try to figure out what exactly they can do. They do have a large following base, so try to figure out what they can do with it. But, you know, she is mathematically there. He is staying in the race. And so we'll see how it works out.
Well, look, your tone is casual, and I get it, because you can say, hey, it's a long time between now and November, and eventually this will be sorted out. But, Angela, looking at these numbers on the polls, Donald Trump appears to have made rather significant gains, whereas before, every time there was a head-to-head matchup poll, it looked like Hillary was way ahead. And even just as recently as early May, Warren Buffett said to me she'll win, and she'll win by a wide margin. If you believe the polls, and not such a wide margin now.
No, it's not such a wide margin. I think it's downhill from there. And you know what, Emily? You can, actually do things with the platform instead of still running for the presidency. He can actually have more power by stepping out now and cutting deals. So I don't understand your logic behind that. Liz, I went to a Rainbow Push Coalition event, and I asked about Clinton and I asked about Sanders. And the black community is split. You have women that are split. You have millennials that will not support her. So I think it's downhill, and people are like, well, anti-Hillary, let's go to Trump.
So what do you do, Emily, if you're behind Hillary as a strategist? What do you do? This man on the screen will not move out of the way. Bernie Sanders is in it. I wouldn't say in it to win it. He's in it to ruin it for her, because that's what it looks like right now.
Look, Sanders entered this race as an advocate, and he is continuing to campaign as an advocate. He has a couple of issues that he really locks in on. That's what he talks about. And it's connected with people in this race. So he continues to work as an advocate. That's how he influences the platform. It's how he influences the base. And the election as a whole, like, look, there are Republicans who like Sanders' message. There's a lot of things he talks about. And the difference between now and I think certainly on the Republican primary side.
Yeah, we like Sanders' message. Yes, we love Sanders' message, and we want Sanders to stay in. I don't know one Republican that supports Sanders. I think they support maybe that he's brave going against Hillary.
Well, but you know what, Angela, I have to say,
most
Donald Trump has his own issues right now with adversaries, and they may not be running. But Paul Ryan just said in a podcast with Politico, and I believe the quote was, Trump could win, but I'm not betting on it. What's going on here? I mean, Paul Ryan clearly has an agenda here. I don't know what it is, but does his reluctance start to hurt Trump, not in the exact same way as Bernie's hurting Hillary, but perhaps on a slightly different shade of gray?
Liz, in 2012, Republicans defeated Republicans. It just wasn't Barack Obama that defeated Mitt Romney. And Paul Ryan is a great strategist. He needs to protect his congressional members. He needs to protect the senators. So there's a part of the Republican Party
that he needs to protect them from running with Trump at the top of the ticket. He does need to protect them because he will drag them down.
May I finish, please? There's a part of the Republican Party that Donald Trump might not win. However, he can cross over and get some of those folks that are supporting Sanders. So it seems like you guys are going to try to push this guy out. You cannot say someone is not great by just denying them constantly, Emily.
Gang, we're going to leave it at that because we've got a market to follow here. But, boy, you both make excellent points, and we're going to have you back. Emily and Angela, great to have you.